so we started off with a little bit of a different style vlog there. We got some food vlogs going on, or whatever you want to call them. All the other YouTubers do it, so it must be cool, right? Today's plan is going to be put the diffuser on that I got from Contender8 on Instagram. I'll put a link on to his profile onto the screen or whatever here. And today's plan is going to be to put that diffuser that's been sitting in my garage for about a year, probably more than a year, in a box just collecting dust, so it's about time I get to it. I have everything ready to go. There's the diffuser and my tools, car. So here's a little before shot. Gotta lift it up and then see what happens. So first issue I ran into is these little studs right here. You can see I kind of grind it off. They scratched the shit out of my bumper and I didn't realize it. And when you put it up to the car, since they stick out so much, as you can see, I didn't do anything with this one. Try to get the camera to focus here. But they stick out, and I mean, I kind of ruined this one, but the rest of them I flattened down so that it would fit a little bit more flush with the bumper, because otherwise it kind of looks pretty dumb in my opinion, and I didn't like the fitment. So trying to get that corrected a little bit. Next thing, I have to cut out a piece of this here for the exhaust, because my exhaust comes in at an angle and is in the way, so that's next. Next thing, under the car here by the tires, there's a little push pin like this that's in here. Took this off because, again, I want it to be as flush as possible with the best fitment, so I'm gonna remove that and then drill a little hole in the diffuser itself so that I could put this push pin back in so that the bumper stays with the mount here. Alright, I have this part kind of taped up how I want it. Doing some hole drilling here on the spare piece so that I know that the rivets fit without messing up on the actual piece. So yeah, that's what's going on now. It's gonna look good, I think. Okay, so here's the current situation. I have it pretty much in place where I need it to be, but I really am pissed with the fitment right here in this spot. I mean, I know, I don't know, I'm really upset with that, but and I don't know what I'll do here, but I guess I'll just have that be a gap. But I need to fix this, because this from the back, I mean, it looks ridiculous. So I have the heat gun over here. I'm gonna try to heat this up and mold it so that it's a little bit more flush, so that I could put another rivet right around here and have it be straight with the line. Otherwise, I mean, it's okay. As you can see, it's not the greatest fitment, as you can see down over here. I mean, it's cut a little bit off, but not something I guess you'll notice when you're like this, so it'll be okay. I'll make it work. So here goes nothing. All right, so it didn't really take much heating, and as you can see, it's already pretty much good enough for me. I'm just gonna put a little mount or rivet there, and it should hold up well. Looks much better than a gigantic gap. I think I'm gonna perfect it a little bit more just to cure my OCD or whatever. Okay, so here's how far I got with the installation. Try to block the sun a little bit. So that's how it looks like so far. As you can see, I haven't lowered the car yet, but fitment is much better than it was. This you really can't tell. I mean, there's also another piece that goes onto there, so that I'm not worried about. Should look pretty cool. Let's lower the car down and see how this side looks. I didn't do this other side because I'm gonna have my wife help me. I want to have her hold everything while I align it, so that when I rivet it, you know, I don't fuck anything up. Other than that, yeah, it looks pretty cool so far. I'm excited to see how it's gonna look when it's completed. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up that exhaust pipe too. Other than that, yeah, now I'm just gonna wait maybe tomorrow or the next day. Birthday is in 2 days, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do it that morning, but it should look pretty cool when it's done. I can't wait. All right, day 2 of doing the diffuser install. Gotta move the X6. All right, gotta lift this thing back up. All right, I have it mocked up now. Time to drill again. All right, ran into a little bit of a clearance issue. So right over here, this hits. So I'm gonna have to angle it a little bit more down. And then the tow bar, this hole doesn't match up. But again, each car probably might be a little bit different. Something might be off. So gotta go cut that hole a little bit more. And then it should fit. So hopefully I already have one spot there that's good to go. And hopefully we'll have the rest pretty soon. Okay, so last night stopped a little bit short. Had some people come over and help out to hold it and align everything so that it fits a little bit better. So I stopped videoing. But this is how it looks like. So the mistake that I made first was drilling that hole, the original hole, like on the other side over there. And what I should have done was align it along this, then rivet it, as I did so here with black plastic rivets. And this is definitely not going anywhere. This thing is really, really stable. So as you can see, this is pretty much my alignment. It is pretty even. I can't get it perfect just because I would have to cut these fins for it to be perfect, and I was too lazy, so I just attached it with tape so that it would hold for the night on the back and not pull on these. Yeah. So other than that, fitment on this side isn't the best, but from further up and around you can't really see that unless you get under the car. So overall, I would say pretty happy. I also had to cut this a little bit, but probably shouldn't have cut it because I had aligned it with that one bolt that I said earlier. So it's pretty much how it looks like right now. I have the side pieces, but I don't really know if I like them. I held them up to the car yesterday and they were kind of a little off. So what I'm gonna do now, I wanna lift up the car and I wanna secure the back with brackets. So let's see what I can do. All right, so these are the brackets that Contender 8 provides, and let's go under the car without hitting my head and see exactly where I can put these. So right now I just have it held up by tape, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna make this work. I'll probably have to bend them and get them to drill into the wheel well. So let me figure that out and then I'll start filming again. So basically this is gonna be what I'm gonna use to prep and paint the brackets here. Just have a piece of sandpaper. You can use any kind just to get the surface going, and then I'm gonna wipe it down with alcohol, or actually degreaser in my case, but you can use rubbing alcohol to clean them off after you're done sanding. And then I'm gonna use this direct to metal easy coat primer, and then the Rust-Oleum acrylic enamel. I don't have flat black, so I'll have to use gloss, but whatever. So yeah, let's get started on that. All right, so after using P120 sandpaper and some degreaser, this is how they look. Again, we're not prepping a car here, so 2-3 minutes of prep time, and you're good to go. So I'll start off with this primer. Make sure you shake it up. Get a nice test. And then just coat it. Get a nice even coat. Just spray it on. And then let it dry a bit. And then once you're done, flip it over, do the same. And then use the enamel. Or whatever spray paint you have. Anything works as long as you get a coat on there so that it's not just bare metal, so your brackets won't rust off. Especially if you drive the car in winter. Around here in Chicago, we have tons of salt, so that destroys metal. And that's why I don't drive my car, because I've seen cars and I've seen other Subarus around town that are just complete rust buckets, and I do not want my car to look like that, especially when I have a low mileage blobeye. Alright, I'm going to try to speed things up here because I still have to get to work today, and I kind of want to get some other stuff done before I have to go. So, I'm using a heat gun now just to get the first coat to dry. And then I'm going to flip them around and do the other side. Alright, so I have the first coat of black paint on now. Looks pretty good. I did a really light coat. Well, I mean, this has, I think, 2 times the coverage, but I try to do a light coat because enamel takes longer to dry in my experience, and I don't have time. So light coat, that primer took care of the rust protection, so now aesthetically that looks pretty good to me. I'm just gonna flip it around in a little bit. I'll take the dogs out to let it cure, because I really don't care how the brackets look as long as they look pretty decently, and to me these look perfect already. So I'll go ahead and take the dogs out and then we'll get back to this. All right, I popped the side ones on with a couple of rivets. One that was already pre-drilled when I put the diffuser on. And another one in the middle of those two, just so that it stays on there. I'm not sure how I feel about them. It looks cool from the side like this, for sure. But when you go around in the back, those going down and those going to the side kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't know. So I mean, I'll see how it looks like when it's on the ground. I mean, from the angle, looks pretty cool, but I don't really know if I want to keep them on. The good thing is that the way that I put them on, I have to fix that rivet there, but I put it in the middle of the 2 diffuser rivets, so if I take it off, I can always take it off and just put a rivet there. It'll hold the diffuser on even better. But yeah, I'm kind of not sure. Again, from the side like this, looks awesome. From the back, not so much. Just my opinion though. So I guess we'll see. Let me go get those brackets and put those on. All right, so here's how the brackets look. Right over here. I painted that spot, so I don't know what happened. The paint leaked through or whatever, but I'll touch that up once it dries. So yeah, I mean, it's held on there really tight, not going anywhere. And we're all done with the install, so let's lower it down, see how it looks completed. Finished up the install, and there's Puppy. Don't be fooled by the pink leash, it's a guy. It's a guy dog. Don't eat the plastic that I... Don't do that. That's nasty, dude. Hold on, come here. Come here. Alright, let's flip. Wanna flip the camera? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways. So yeah, here's what it looks like. So I say it looks pretty cool from the back. Maybe from the side. Head on, I don't know how I feel about the sides. I feel like they look way better in person. But that's what it looks like.
You stole my heart of gold.